Hello and welcome back to Rover Turbo. In this video I've been offered a car. I bought a car. I bought a car unseen. I've seen a couple of pictures of the car. It's a bit of a complicated story, but it's not really. So let me get straight into it and I'll show you what's going on. Right, so this is the car. It's a 54 plate 2005 VW Passat Estate. He offered it to me. He said, "Are you interested in this?" And I thought, not really. It's a bit dirty. It's old. It's done 169,000 miles. I mean, what's it worth? I mean, not a lot, you know. So I thought, no, I'm not really interested in it. So he went. It's got no history with it. The customer's part X this car in for another car, and initially the bloke said, "I'll just take it. I don't want anything for it." And he said, "Well, hold on a minute. You know, it's worth something. It's not worth a lot, but it's worth something." He went, "Oh, okay." Trying to be nice, you know. Not this isn't me. This is my contact. So anyway, it's a petrol. Not a diesel, and I was like, oh, okay, and it's user compatible, the ultra low emission zone, which is a thing in London we've got now, where the cars have to be certain emissions, low emissions, to be able to drive into London. So, and they're expanding that now. It used to be inside the centre of London, and now it's basically the whole of the M25. So a lot of people who have got old diesel cars, estate cars, tow cars, that kind of stuff, they can't crap I've been looking at on Marketplace. They can't use them anymore. But to get a diesel car, it has to be 2016 over, pretty much, which is Euro 6. But petrols can be a lot older because they're a lot cleaner in general. So he's offered it to me, and he said to me, "I want 300 quid for it." And I'm like, I don't know if I really want it, to be honest with you. But I'd done a remove my car, a scrap car, pick up your car jobby, and they quoted me £414. So just by driving there, picking it up, bringing it home, I can make £114, basically for doing pretty much nothing if I just scrap it. Now, do I do that though? I suppose what I'm doing is I'm asking you guys, but also it's still got a few days MOT left on it, but this is going to need doing for the MOT. I would have thought, because we don't know whether this has been done. I think the CV boot was on the MOT for a few years, so that will probably need doing, possibly. Headlamp beam patterns, that's because there's probably all, they need polishing because they've all deteriorated, the actual lenses. Oil leak, well, you know, there's not a lot you can do about that. Slight oil breather later, can't come on an older engine, probably just needs a bit of tape around it. Drive belt worn, well, that probably needs doing. Tyre, maybe. And then the front brakes probably need attention. Now, you know, what's that? A couple of hundred quid, 150 quid, maybe? Not even that, to get it. But what's it worth? You know, £1,000, is it even worth doing? So, I'm literally going to get it now. So, the next time you'll see me, we'll be picking it up, and we'll have a look around it, and we'll see guaguan, as they say. So I'll leave it. I'll put your comments down there. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should put the money towards it and get it actually up and running and get it out as a treat £1,000 car, if I can do it relatively cheaply, or shall I just scrap it? Let's see what happens. So we'll go and get it now, we'll go and pick it up, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, here it is. Yeah, lovely, awesome. It's got a bit of an exhaust blow. It's obviously disgusting inside. trim missing there, part of the roof rail missing. Well, sounds alright, apart from a little bit of the exhaust though. What shall I do with it? What I ideally need to do is actually to get it on a ramp and check it, but I really don't know if it's even worth it, is it? Don't know. Let's get it home, see how it drives. And I'll see you back at home. Oh, bloody hell. Windscreen washer fluid. That's it, I'm scrapping it. So, well, doesn't like idling. It's got an exhaust blow. It doesn't drive very nice. It's just not worth it, is it? It really is not worth it. It's just too far gone. It's a shame, but I think I've decided I'm just going to scrap it. It's got a bit of fuel in it. It's still got MOT. I can insure it. It's not a problem. I can put my trade plates on it. I can use up the fuel that's in it and drive it about just to get rid of the fuel, and then I'll scrap it. It's just not worth it, is it? It's just not worth putting the effort into it. It feels tired. Obviously the bloke who owned it, he owned it for years. I think he only had 2 owners. He's had it for years and years and years, and obviously he knows that, you know, it's come to the end of its life, which is why I didn't want anything for it. He didn't think it was worth anything, which it isn't really, but because of the scrap value at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a remove my car.co.uk, which I think is kind of like a broker for various different sort of scrap yards and stuff around the country, and they basically give you their best price for the car. So yeah, I think I can make £114 on it, so straight off without doing anything with it, and I can use it and use the fuel and get free fuel out of it. I just don't think it's worth spending the money. I think there's a bit of a wheel imbalance. I think the CD joint, is clicking as I was coming around the corner, so I think it was the near side, was it, on the MOT? So obviously that's been left way too long. Become deteriorated, and the grit's got into it, so that means it's going to need a new joint. You know, the mileage on the car, 169 or whatever thousand miles. It's petrol. It's not running very well. It's either set spark plugs, but it might not be spark plugs. It could be anything. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's the end of the line for this poor car. But unfortunately, it's got to make money. I can't just. What else am I going to do with it? You know, it's cost me £300. I can't just throw that away. So there you go. Right, well there you go. I hope you enjoyed that little short video on some of the stuff that I get up to. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.